I'm just getting everything set up here, making sure we're all good. I think we're got all the streams going. Okay. Hello everyone to the final jump. Well, you know, final attempt at Jump King. Day 4. It's been 7 hours of me trying this. I'm not gonna keep beating a dead horse or, well, trying to jump over a dead horse any further. The video's not doing so well on, you know, the streams have not been doing that well on YouTube, but very popular on Twitch. Very odd. Getting a lot of people watching it too. Very nice. So, and communicating with me. That's the fun part. So, anyways, we're doing another day because, I'm not ready for the things I'm planning for the future. We are going to be doing some, Cult of the Lamb again. That's what I started streaming with a few months ago, but the stream's stabilized. I've gotten a lot better at it. Things are going better, right? So I'm trying to just make sure everything here is set up before we begin. So we also have music. Look, if anyone's getting annoyed by the music, don't. You're not going to hear any bit for a long time now. I'm listening to it because, well, it's nice to be able to hear music. You know? And I can, you know, figure out some stuff. I'm just getting my things going. Okay. So we are now about to delve into it. Yeah. Hey Fab, how you doing? Good to see you here. Just trying to collect everything that I'm screwed up with, trying to get all my stuff going. I keep on forgetting the process. Okay, just give me a second here. I forgot to set my second monitor up, so it'll just be a second, everyone. Go for extend these things and I got to make it accessible, and I got to open up my chat in another thing and put it to this other window. We're almost there, almost there. Then I make my second monitor inaccessible for my mouse. Okay, great. We are good. We are ready, and it will be my final attempt with Jump King. Quite a few people checking this out, so I mean, like, it's kind of sad not doing more, but you know, I mean, 7 hours 20 minutes, 13,000 jumps. My hands are hurting. Okay, we're probably right back to where the bad stuff is too. So I'm yeah, so, since I've been doing it for this long, I'm going to go to another game for a while until, getting back to this. I'm not the person with enough stamina to, complete Jump King like a lot of other people. To me, it's just one level, and being on the same level for what's going to be about 10 hours is too much. And it's the final attempt. For now, like, if everyone was like going, you should try again one day, and all of a sudden, I have to then, right? But there's other games out there and other experiences, and I am eventually going to be doing another bigger playthrough of Cult of the Lamb once I get my model updates going and probably get some improvements to streaming. I don't have a lot of help with that stuff, so it takes me a little longer than other people. But also, my hands hurt from this. This is the 4th time in a row. I mean, if you think about it, this game is a single level of going up, down, back and forth. If I was a lot better at this, beat this in 5 hours, I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal, right? But it's been 7.5, and we're just right back to the sewers. It's a game that's made to break us, and so we must break from the breaking. So that's why it's the final attempt. It's basically saying that I'm going to be playing other games in the next day and everything else and everything. I'm really not good at this game, too. I got very good at White Knuckle though, which was very exciting. I mean, I'm a lot better at this than day one, so I am a little impressed with myself. But it means nothing. It means not. All my skill in this is literal garbage compared to people that can actually play this. I mean, people beat this game in under 4 minutes. 4 minutes! I can't beat this in 4 hours. And you have to get relined to it and everything else. At least in games like White Knuckle, when I fail, the levels are randomized. There's different routes and stuff, and more to do. But in Jump King, it's a rage game for the same stuff. You are right. They have thousands of hours. And I don't know how people can pull off thousands of hours in a single game on a single level. I mean, I guess there's DLC and a few more levels, but still, you know, it's not got enough to keep me, I should say. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a variety kind of guy. You know, I need diversity. I need more to go on. And rage games aren't my forte. They're not my specialty. I just do them occasionally just because. I mean, I played White Knuckle, and that was kind of a rage game, but it really wasn't. It was a panic game. And I've got some other things I want to do, and I really want to get back into trying Cult of the Lamb again. That was a big hit when I started streaming and all that because, well, I mean, you know, cult. It makes sense. And being that was my first stream, I thought it'd be really great to get back into that. So we are basically throwing Jump King back onto the back burner. I'm really happy I finally got to play it, though, because, well, come on now. You're a big dude in armor jumping around everywhere. It's a hilarious concept. Great rage game. But personally, I like games with a variety of ways of getting through situations and everything else. Though I do like these climbing games a bit, you know, like, if this had more checkpoints and everything else, and you weren't always falling back so far, like, if it was only falling back to that beginning thing, like I think people, you know, on that note, not enough of these rage games have good checkpoints. You know what I mean? Like these are all painful games and checkpoints. If they were good checkpoints, you know, like, I'd only fall back into here. Once you get past here, you're safe. You'd have to really try to fall back down. Those kind of games would be really fun for a lot of people. Like, it would be all the pain of a rage game, but you have checkpoints. You don't keep going back to the very, very bottom. The problem I have with a lot of these games is once you are trying to learn something, you have to complete the rest of the game to get to that point that you're not understanding what you're doing wrong or the solution to the puzzle. And that's hard for people like me. My mindset doesn't do this kind of stuff. I'm also a dirty save scummer. I will say that right now. I'm a dirty save scummer. Which is why I like a lot of roguelike games that force me to be unable to save scum. But yeah, this is going to be my final attempt to jump to the top before the madness that I don't like takes over the madness I do like. We can't let it break me, is the point. And this game tries very hard to break me. I mean, it has broken me a few times. At this point, I'm kind of like a prisoner that's been in prison for years and just accepted his fate. I'll never reach the smoking hot babe at the top. So, obviously, I know better than to just bash my head against the ceiling constantly. I mean, 7.5 hours. How many times have I jumped on this cistern? How many times have I fallen down here? Hundreds. Hundreds of times. Hundreds. That's far too many. Far, far too many for me. And so it's time to go to things that are much more jolly and, you know, that we can go through. And so that's why it's the final attempt. Because everybody needs to quit after 8 hours of jumping on this, you know? I could keep trying until I stop, you know, writing back and stuff. But eventually, you try so hard at things that you're failing at that you just fail worse and harder. Honestly, it's kind of like a moral of life. See, everyone tells you this. If you keep trying, you'll succeed, right? Untrue. Untrue. All those moral, nice people are lying to you. No one ever tells you the virtue of quitting. Quitting is a very important virtue. It saves you time for the things that you can actually do correctly. Never bash your head against something too long. Find a different route. How those goody two-shoes telling you, if you try hard enough, if you keep trying, the path will open up for you. They quit before you quit. They're all lying to you about this sort of idea that your perpetual attempts to keep at it will somehow bear fruit. Like, if you keep bashing your head against this rock wall, it'll crumble and all your dreams will come true and come to you and everything. It's all a lie. They're always lying to you about this. They're always trying to tell you the good things. Everyone that tries to tell you the good, righteous ways of doing things, they're lying every time. They try to make things look good. They want you to look positively on them and forget that they're the one that told you how to do things wrong. All those goody two-shoes, they don't know anything right. Never forget the virtue of quitting. I mean, think of all those movies you watch. It's always about the bad boss, and the hero always quits on them. He could have kept trying that job. He could have kept going for that dead-end position. Moral of the story was to quit. Because failure is always there at the bottom waiting for you. See, this is even the fun part. I don't like the cistern. This little... whatever. The sewers, I call it. I don't like it. It's not as fun as the buildings above. But I don't get to do them because I always fall back down here. And we're back to the kitchen. Once more for the 10,000th time. Well, probably 1,000th time. 10,000 times falling down. Like that. Always, those cages always rattle me a bit. I'm never certain about making it past them. Oh, thank goodness we got into the kitchen. Okay, now we can at least get to the statue. And look at that. Oh, at least this is more enjoyable, in my opinion. At least we got through some of the hard parts. I would say I've at least beat half the game, you know? I mean, I think it's half. We got it pretty high. We did a lot. I mean, I could have done a lot worse. I would definitely say, though, more than skill, it's been perseverance. 7.5 hours to get this far, you know. I don't think I'm that bad at the game. You guys think I'm bad at the game? I'm probably okay, right? I could have done a lot worse. Like that. I could have been doing more like that. Oh. Well, it was one of the better misses on the chimney. Oh well, it could be worse. We did okay. We just got to not over or undershoot that. And we're good. Oh, come on. That was obviously a success. Didn't count. Come on. Ah, I forgot to start back a little bit. Ooh. Okay. We're okay. But I know this jump right here, if I screw up big time, I go back way low. That'll knock you all the way back to the cisterns. That's no fun. Oh, come on. That one's a success. Making me upset a little bit again. Ah, that's bad. Okay. We did not fall backwards. We're good. You know, on the note of this being my final attempt, anyone got any good ideas for games to stream you think I'd be good at streaming and should show, do something with? Let me know. I'm always out of ideas. I have a large library of like 750 plus games. And I can never think of what to do. Ooh, that could have been bad. That could have been real bad. But it wasn't. Oh, no. Of course, there's a lot of games that exist, Fab. Tons of games out there. I used to know every game in existence back in the day. Then they kept making mobile games and games that no one wanted to play and stuff. One day I have to do a video on a game that nobody knows about that exists. Mostly because the game stopped development and is incomplete. But that's going to be for a long-form video. I wonder if I should start doing art streams, making VTube models on stream some days instead or something too. I'm trying to think of some short-term games right now though. Because I've got Amnesia, the Bunker. Like a World War I like bunker, but it's like Alien Isolation. And it's got really good reviews, and I picked that up on sale, and I can't wait to play that one on stream. But maybe I should wait till after I do Cult of the Lamb, because I've got model improvements I've been working on. You know, emotion. Eyelids, technically. That's sad if I'm getting hit like that. Oh, God. Ha ha! Look at that! We got past the statue. I've done that so bad. Damn statue. So many times. I'm actually not that intimidated by it anymore. And that annoys me, because that was literally the hardest part, and would just send me right back down to the stupid sewers. Ugh. Ooh, oh, that's better. So right now, my big thing is I'm going to be revisiting older streams that I did. Just a few months old, but like when you start streaming, my God, the technical aspects, getting it going right, having a terrible computer, model issues, other things, everything was going on against me back then. It's mostly still the same setup I had then, but I put a lot more work into it. I've got a new computer, better drivers, tons of power. I want to do model improvements, all sorts of great things. And I think that's going to be the fun thing to do for my streams next. But it's just figuring out what would be people would like to see more than what I can do right now. And so, like, revisiting old things, I think is a really good idea for me. Plus, you know, theme to theme. Oh no, that's the bad spot. That's the bad... Ah. We got back. Okay, we got by that. That was bad. That was where I did not want to hit. That was obviously a hit, but it gave me a miss. Being too high always lands back there, thank God. Ooh. Oh no! Drat. Give it so much better there. Why did I do that? What in the world has possessed me to start the jump there? You jump so much, sometimes you just hit the buttons out of reflex, even when you're not trying to jump or anything. It's the worst part of this game. I swear this is going to leave me with, like, carpal tunnel. No. I used to be good at that jump. No, I'm not. Oh, so much jumping, so much going on. It's just gonna be me rambling for the next hour, complaining, because I'm just gonna be the same jumps over and over again. That's why we can't keep doing this game. It's a different grade of madness. Part of me wants to feel there's a way to super jump over that, but I know it's not possible. It makes you think there's an easy jump somewhere, but I know it's not true. There we go. That's it. That's it. Moving on, moving on, moving on. Ah. No. Okay. All right. Thank God. Oh, I didn't know that was possible. Ah, too high. Oh, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, come on. Why? Oh, why? Ah, of course it's going to keep going down. This is why I'm quitting after today. That was my final... It's not even really my belief I'm going to get anywhere. I just want to be able to say without a definitive doubt, no, I can't make it to the top. Not going to. Impossible. Not a good idea. Ah. You know, it's a real... I didn't hold the button down in time. Hello, everyone. Might as well be the start of the stream right now, because this is the same place I was when we started. Ah. Oh, no. Oh, well. Is this what this game's about? I wouldn't mind this if we were in segments rather than everything going back to the square one. The more waves you ride, the more likely to find the tsunami. Yeah, Fab. This game is nothing but waves right here, and I'm getting taken for a ride. No, I didn't want to. Let me just see how things are going. Just taking the hardware. Most because I use that as a fake break to not be jumping for 2 minutes. Okay, everything's good for streams. Yeah, just pretending nothing's happened. Pretend we're starting again. Third time in a row that I walked off the edge on my own when I didn't have to. This is why we're gonna go to a new game at least tomorrow. I'm gonna have to like literally uninstall the game just to stop myself from thinking, maybe we can do it this day for a stream. You know, it's like it's weird. Like a traumatic event, I don't have memories of the failures nearly as much, or the unpleasantness of doing this for 7 hours. Almost 8. It's really weird. Like, you expect to have all these just unpleasant memories, like, yeah, I'm not touching that again. It's like, it's not so bad. I mean, sure, it's difficult, but it's not so bad. And then you start playing and you're like, yes, the flashbacks are coming now. The pain is here. Unpleasantness, difficulty, pain, rage, and most of all, absolute frustration. Absolute frustration. I've never wanted to do an art stream so badly than when I played this game. Just want to do something simple that I can't screw up on that much. This game gives me the same feeling that I get when I am drawing out something or animating something and it shuts off before the autosave happens and I lose like an hour of effort and work. That's what this game feels like. It feels like when a lightning storm takes out your power before you get to save on your document or art projects. That's exactly what it feels like. Like when your program stops responding to you right when you're hitting the save button. That's what this feels like. That's what this game feels like. Fab. That is funny, Fab. If you left your wallet at home an hour into the commute, yes. But then you go back to get it, and then you go back on the commute an hour later, and you realize you left your phone when you picked up your wallet. That's what this feels like. And then you get to work, and you realize it's a Sunday, and you're not working that day. Oh yeah, starting over is definitely harder than starting up, for sure, as they say. I know this big time, especially because I rebranded my whole YouTube channel and stuff. I used to do Final Fantasy XIV tutorials. Man, back in the day, I was getting thousands of views a day with some of my videos. And then all my friends stopped playing the game I was making tutorials and stuff on. And so I lost inspiration, ideas what to do and stuff. I stopped doing stuff for those videos. I have videos on YouTube with 50,000 views on them. I have 200,000 views on my channel. I'm restarting and stuff, and now I'm making videos with like absolute like new levels of quality. And hold on a second. Was there something? What the hell was that? Oh, well, back to the story before I get derailed by a strange random path I found. The channel I had. Well, I still have it. I just rebranded it, renamed it. Used to make 14 tutorials, but I did make thousands of views. I had 100 subscribers from single videos and stuff. And now I have videos I put my heart into, and I get like 2 views on them. Where's the drop-off go to? Why is the drop-off here? There's no way I can go from there to there. This game's weird. No. I want to see if I can maybe jump up there. I mean, I'm already down there. I might as well have some fun with this kind of weird stuff, right? Yeah, now that you've mentioned about the whole thing of starting over is harder than, you know, starting for the first time. It definitely reminds me of my own little endeavors. Because after I tried to rebrand and stuff, everything's been going downhill and stuff, comparatively. YouTube at first thought like, oh, this guy had a lot of good channels. We give him tons of impressions. And just being a new guy starting off and stuff, like starting off, nobody cared. And then I started making my best videos and tutorials of like making V2 models and stuff, which does things that no one else does in that matter. And I can't get even YouTube. It's almost like YouTube is showing like people that don't care my content, and it's weird. Like I make the best thumbnails I've ever made, and no one cares. It's really weird, you know. But my problem is that I tasted the popularity. I tasted the growth. I tasted having thousands of viewers, and now I'm a nobody again. So sad. But I also learned over time that perseverance itself is not a true virtue. Perseverance is a flaw. If you keep trying to persevere, it just means that you haven't redirected how you're doing things. Change things over, change the quality, do something else, try something new. If nothing works, you should try something else. You should only really try to persevere at something that you can't succeed at. If you're really having a good time, trying to persevere at that. Some people enjoy bashing their heads against walls trying to climb up a giant 300-mile tall castle tree place. For the most of us, we should go off and try a different game eventually. But there is a saying I have to with these kind of games and stuff. If you are ever intimidated by climbing a hill, try climbing a mountain. The hill will no longer look so tall to you. Oh. Duh. Oh no. I wonder how the multiplayer version of this, the new Jump King plays. I've seen some friends who were interested, but what multiplayer is with this? I have a friend, at least Silent saw, intrigued by this. No, not the multiplayer mod. There's a new Jump King game, the multiplayer sequel. Let me look it up real quick. What was that? What do they have? Jump King Quest. Yes, Jump King Quest. The one with multiplayer and stuff like that. I don't know how that works and whatnot. Yeah, I figured as much. You probably progress a lot easier too in it. No, I jumped too far. You know, I know how games go with that. It's kind of like, what was the game? Guild Wars 2, to me, did that. Because Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2 are in no way connected or anything. But they just took it for the sequel, and it's like, that's not anything like the first one. You know, it never really matters whether or not a game is connected to the other one, too. It also matters, is it any good, though? I haven't seen anything. I think some positivity. I can't see, I don't recall any like heavy negativity to it. Not fun. I can see that being a problem. Never jumped the last one there. That's terrible. I feel I would love this game a lot more if it wasn't so punishing to such a long degree. Like I say, how many times have I gone through this sewer system? Over and over again. Like, you want to be out of it. The problem with overly punishing games is not that they're overly punishing. That's fine. I love a good punishing game. The problem is you're redoing the same thing over and over again. That's boring. That's repetition. It's not about the punishment. It's about the revisiting the same single jump over and over and over again. Also, the game has no music, for the most part. That's probably the worst part to me, honestly. If it had great music and soundtrack for each one, like each area, and just had that adventuring theme, I'd at least feel a little invigorated. There's only so much of crickets I can stand, but if this was like freaking like Shovel Knight theme playing in the background, oh, you know, I might enjoy falling back to the earlier levels. Yeah, I saw the winter New Bay Plus one or whatever, so I saw there's some music to it. But it doesn't invigorate you, you know. You need to feel like you can accomplish this, not, good luck, here's a cricket. How about some sewer echoes to go with the cricket? Everyone loves a sewer echo. No one likes a sewer echo. Custom maps. They probably ought to be a lot more fun, honestly. Maybe I'll come back to the custom maps. What's the music mod? I really had high hopes for this game when I started it off because the start theme was just so epic. I was like, oh, it's going to be a great time. You know, it's going to invigorate me as I fall. I'm going to love it. And then it just gets quiet. And you're just like, is it a Flash game or something? The sound effects make it feel kind of like a Flash game, honestly. Well, the sound effects, the lack of music, the ambience. Oh well. Let's get out of this stupid sewers, though. I'm just really getting tired of the sewers. So much. That's why overly punishing games just too much. You can't practice the really hard and fun things because you're always back to having to do it for all the way to the beginning. You get really good at the beginning, but you get trash at the top. And I understand how that can work and appeal for a lot of things, but from a just, you know, a gameplay perspective, it's usually a terrible choice. And it's only the people like punishing themselves that really get into that. It does give us this accomplishment passing by it and stuff, but for most people, it's not that accomplishing. It's just monotony. That's the only thing I can't stand with some of these rage games. Now, I love a good roguelike, though. You know, the ones where you fail and it just sends you back to the start, but now you have some perks and the levels are generally randomly generated. So you don't know how much you're going to get screwed or helped out. I love those games. It's like a game of chance. You're gambling with the rage kind of stuff. I love that stuff so much. Those are the things that really, really work well for me. Back to the top. Well, obviously not the top. Just back up. Is it crazy for you to wish there was a mod that an RNG game? No! RNG makes things fun. It means that you don't get the monotony. You know, oh no, I fell from the top. I gotta try again. I wonder if these levels are gonna be harder or easier. Those are fine. I love RNG in roguelikes and games. It just at least change up the difficulty. It's like the game White Knuckle. I love that. Is it a rage game? I mean, maybe. But it takes so much more variable skill. There's 1,000 ways to accomplish things and go through things. And the levels are randomly generated for the most part, you know? So there's so much like you don't know what you're going to get. Or how it's going to be. Or what items you get to deal with all those jumps and climbs and stuff. I freaking love that game. And I didn't get like I played way too much White Knuckle for streams, though that was such a great time. I'm probably gonna go back to it. I'm just waiting for updates and stuff a little bit for it. I'm never gonna go back to White Knuckle. It's such a fun game, but it's the RNG. I don't even know if that game has music, but it's just so you know, random. That's what makes it fun. It has an inventory system and technically a money system. Let's not talk about what I may or may not have done due to the money system in the game. I'm greedy. Well, let's just be fair with Jump King right now. So, if this game had RNG and music, this probably wouldn't be the final attempt. For me, at least. For now. The final attempt for now, because maybe I'll go to the OST things with the, see what the original, those custom maps have for their soundtracks and stuff. So you gotta be careful with that, with a bunch of, like, modded maps. If they had, like, certain music isn't something you stream, you know. Very bad. Oh. Bugger. Okay. That's, it's a bad jump. That is true. You can't do that. YouTube has a big library of content you can use, even without gradation and stuff, for who made it and such. Made generally for YouTube videos, but then again, I am streaming this on YouTube too, and that's where the video ends up permanently. And I did have half a mind to do that for a stream, just because it's just so quiet. And Jump King, you can only hear me scream, because that's the only ambience you guys get here. The big problem with getting music from places for putting on streams and stuff too is a lot of stuff is half stolen, partially stolen and stuff, and a lot of it comes from AI nowadays, and that stuff just has not a good tune to it. What's sad is this whole streaming thing I did. The guy who came up with the ideas, who convinced me to go with it, to do everything else, and even work on his model and help him out, does music. I haven't really seen much, gotten much. He doesn't stream. He never debuted. I don't get to show off the work I did on his model yet. And he was set to debut and everything like last June. I don't think he wants to do this, but he convinced me he did, and that we should be doing it and streaming it. And I'm all alone, because it's like the idea was like, we should do it like a guild. Everyone helps each other out. We learn things, we share things, we help things. Well, I jumped into that idea like crazy and think it's a great idea. I'll do it too. Within 2 weeks, I built my own V2 model, learned how to animate it, rigged it up, got it set up, got everything going. And he was saying, like, it's go time, we're going to debut next week. He never did. I felt rushed, I had to hurry. Had to get everything set up. I produced animations for him. We did models for him. And let me tell you, I did some serious crap with some models. Guy's freaking model was a furry. I made movement with a snout going left, right, up, down. Yeah, and the model wasn't even properly cut out, right? So the artist doesn't like separating the shadows into layers. Yeah, I did her model too, and she didn't want to stream either and everything. And we did a few streams back in the day, but she's very doesn't care what other people think and say, which is not how you stream. You stream for an audience, not just going, oh, too bad, you guys all suck, I hate you all. I mean, I can imagine, that would probably actually be pretty popular if I just came onto a stream and telling all you guys how I hate you all or something. Be very dark and horrible about it. Have a whole theme on that. Hello, Dodds TV. Final attempt, because this is day 4. Yes, we're at the bottom. I'm tired. It has been 8 hours of me doing the same level jumping. That's why it's the final attempt. It's my final attempt to see where I go before the madness takes me further. We've already locked in long enough. I need variety. I can't do this forever. I'm not that great of a jumper. The lack of music. I'm so happy you believe in me. Maybe I'll try a little hard, but that's why it's a final jump attempt today. And it's not forever. It's until I have enough people begging me to try again. Maybe this could be like a monthly thing for all I know. One try at Jump King every month until I go mad. Did it done got you. I'm so proud that you're there to be proud for me and have faith in me, but I'm going to need a break from this for a while. I've fallen so much. Ah! Failure. Oh. Oh. Ah! Okay, that was a good hit. Oh. Tell you what, Dons. If 10 people tell me that I have to keep trying this, I'll at least make Jump King a monthly attempt thing. I'll set aside special stream times just to try Jump King if enough people bug me about it. For every month, we try one day of Jump King. And if more people join, we do it even more often. Because that's just me and failure. Drat. How am I just always hitting that? Probably because it's been about an hour. Always because it's been about an hour. Why'd I do that? Oh well. As long as I don't go back to the sewers. Don't send me back to the sewers. I don't want to go back to the sewers. I've been there so much. Do you think this game is a testament to perseverance or insanity? Oh no, I hit the hard part. Ah, no, I was going all the way back. No, I overshot the statue. I held it down for a half a second too long. No, I hit left again. Ah, not again. Back to the start. Back to the stupid sewers. I hate the sewers so much. I've never hated such a shade of green so much in my life. It'll take me weeks to recover my sense of color palette. Oh. No. Ah. The fatigue is finally hitting me again. Honestly, I did a lot today of other stuff and helping out with like neighbors and things and hauling hundreds of tons of things for them around. Helping the elderly is very important, you see. The rest of you can go to hell. All you young people, it's just very strange, isn't it? If there's a disaster coming, quick, the old lady across the street, save her. Leave the 20-year-old college students with the mocha latte that has the chance of doing something one day with their life. Let them get crushed. I don't care. But the old lady, we have to protect the old ladies. The elderly must be defended. The youth, however, can go to hell. I'm going to be saying a lot of weird things during this stream. Because, as you can see, it is 8 hours and 22 minutes. We are still in the sewers. Yeah. Yeah. This is why it's a final stream. Final attempt. Well, for now. Who knows when I'll get back into trying this. I will say, though, saying this my final attempt has really garnered some attention to witness me. As I suddenly start to despise myself more and more. You know, let's go say hi to the old man. Hey, old man, I'm back to start. How you doing? Got any words? There's a carnival. I remember when this part was hard and difficult and painful. But now it's now it's not as quite as painful. You think the whole thing with this game is just a collective mentality of that? I spent so much pain in this game, you need to as well. Probably after today, I might just watch somebody beating it in like 4 minutes just to see what I could never imagine accomplishing. I've probably seen it before, actually, but I can't remember. Because Jump King was pretty cool. Like, the idea that somebody could make those jumps before I even play the game. I think I've seen somebody play the game. I don't remember a darn thing from it, though. It does not help me any bit with my progression. Because I don't remember anything. This is a little weird. What's up here? Nothing. It's weird how the lines don't work there. And alright. That's why I go with this just complete raw. No assistance whatsoever. I figured out my own special jumps. I've learned where I can just max jump without any risk. I've learned some techniques. Where to jump from. It's been an experience, that's for sure. I'm still terrible at the game. Horrible, in fact. Incompetently horrible, mind you. Very incompetently. You see, I'm not going to do the guide thing, for sure. For me, like when I play these games, the only advice I accept from people is from people watching, telling me, oh, we should do this or do that. I don't mind backseat gaming. I don't mind it at all. It's fine with these things. That's what the whole stream is for. I'm not playing this for me. I'm playing them for everyone. To watch me have pain and anguish and do things with a maniacal mentality as I scream in anger from constant falling and other issues. We're not doing to this too. Besides, I'm not playing this game to succeed. I knew failure was inevitable at the start. But it's about the experience and the absolute hatred and rage that this is all about. And if I just do guides, it's just me trying to be a pro bro. You know what I mean? It's just terrible. We don't need that. I think there's so many people that try to be streamers because they try to be good at the game. Like people want to see somebody just being magically better for no reason and stuff. And they think that's the only way to stream. I don't understand that. Why would you just want to see someone good at a game figuring out glitches and techniques past it? That makes no sense to me. Challenges that are funny, things that are stupid, entertainment. That's what a stream's about, in my opinion. And that's what I try to do. Be maniacal, be different than everybody else. Be engaging, be fun. And I don't shut up, so that works pretty good for the whole streaming bit, because apparently you're supposed to talk all the time. Yeah. Good. I never shut up. Shut up's my nickname. At least I thought it was, because that's what I get told all the time. Ouch. If I'd say. Oh, thank God. Okay. You know the weird thing about a lot of these jumps, the things that no one sees and knows is, a lot of times when I'm more successful with jumps, what I do is in my head, I call it a number, like 3, 2.5, 4. And what this is basically a timer in my mind that lets my subconscious kind of work out a number or something for... Oh, I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. Okay, that's better. Worked out a number for, like, what kind of jump to make and stuff. And it helps me get a better, accurate jump in comparison to others. And it's never the same thing for what I actually hold it down for and stuff. It's difficult for that. But I just put that into my mind and let my subconscious and body. It's like the same talent you use when you drive. You just like drone off, and you let your subconscious handle it for you. That's how I've been doing it, though. But I'm a weirdo. I don't do things normal. No! Curse you! Okay, we're not in that spot. Hmm. If I ever decided to try to beat this game with guides, I'd do an entire video log on how difficult the game is with a guide, which would be an interesting thing to do, but like you always say, it does take away the purpose of the game. Discovering the secrets yourself and having no assistance, because that's not what the game's about. You couldn't do that back in the day. Back in the olden days, you had to get a video guide from a certain game company, and that was it. There was no others. There was no internet to assist you and stuff. They had hotlines where they did not offer you assistance, but they charged you an arm and a leg. Oh no. Oh, drat. I really screwed up there. That was an easy jump, too. Like one of the easier, like most easy, just basic jumps. Fatigue has hit, unfortunately, and it's getting worse. But we press on. It's only been an hour. An entire freaking hour. I will give this until at least 9 hours and 30 minutes of attempt. And I might push it all the way to 10 hours. Just to make it nice and even. To say I gave Jump King a nice 10-hour try. But I'm certainly not half-assing it, that's for sure. Gotta put all my effort into this. Oh, not to the sewers again! No, back to the sewers again. These boots must smell so horrible from stepping in the sewers so much. Probably the helmet too, because I'm always landing on my face. Everything stinks. Everything smells of sewer water. Ah. Oh, dropped. Well, we got it. Oh, no. Well, that wouldn't work. So, for those of you who have beaten this game, tell me, how many hours did it take you to beat the game? How fab? 44 hours. How did you have the patience for that? How? How do you have the patience for 44 hours of this? Where did that kind of dedication come from? It's like the dedication someone goes through where they enter like a drone state because like their fiance dumped them in something and they just keep on going into a delirious like point of just not knowing what to do, where they're basically eating nothing more but like freaking like syrup mixed with pancake mix they don't even cook and just eating it through a straw in a milkshake they made out of just random things from their closets because they won't go to the grocery store because they're so downtrodden by it. They just drone off and have no clue what they're doing. That's true. You did have a big break from it, though. You know, I had one game I did that with one time. I couldn't understand it at first, and then I wanted to play the third in the series of it. And that game was The Witcher. The first one confused me. I couldn't understand it. I wasn't very good at it. And then The Witcher 3 was coming out. I'm like, wow, that looks really good. But I'm going to have to play the first two first. So I bought the second one, played through the first one, which was incredible when I finally figured it out and everything else. And then I played the second one, which was great. And then we had the third one, which is even more amazing in certain ways.